Welcome back into North Dakota. Today we are cooking with Cashway. Now last time we put our tri-tip on the grill, get a nice rub in there. We made this, what is it again? Fancy mayonnaise.
Chimichurri aioli.
Chimichurri
aioli. So why don't you give it a taste?
Oh yes, you wanted me to try that.
It's quite surprising.
I'm very...
And that will thicken up a little bit too as it's refrigerated.
That is super good.
Yeah.
That's going to be amazing.
It's really fresh, isn't it? Mm-hmm. All right, so a couple of things is that we want to develop a really nice char on this because it gives a good crust. And that's really important for flavor.
Okay.
But you don't want to leave it on the grill too long. So always make sure you're taking your temperature.
Nice.
I like to cook these to about 130 because it's going to carry over to about 135.
Gotcha.
Which would give us a medium rare medium.
Sounds a little bit harder to eyeball this one.
Oh yeah. and then also as that we get over in this area, that's going to be a little bit more well done, where this will be a little bit less done.
Makes sense.
Or more rare, I guess we should say. All right, so now as we can see that grain's running in that direction, right? Mm-hmm. So what we want to do is, it's a lot of things to kind of navigate here.
Yep.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in half. Now I've allowed this roast to rest, but look at that.
That looks
beautiful
amazing.
That is. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start carving it. I'm going to carve it this way so you can see there in television land.
There we go.
Now it's important to go across the grain, and why is that? We're just talking about it.
That's a great question, Randall. Why is that?
You know it, but why do that? If we go with the grain, the meat is going to appear or feel tough in our mouth.
Right.
So by going against the grain, it's a much better eating experience.
This feels like one of the few cuts of meat that you have to worry about how you cut it. Is that accurate?
No,
or
I would say that most beef you have to be conscious of how you're cutting.
Gotcha. I just haven't been doing that. Maybe that's why my cooking's not as good as yours.
So brisket is probably one of the most important.
Oh yeah.
Just because of how the fibers are. I would say next would be flank steak.
Ooh yes.
Because that's also one of those kind of pieces of meat that are definitely unique enough that if you do go the wrong way with that, it's quite obvious.
This looks so amazing.
All right, so now that we got our beef sliced here, we're going to make a sandwich.
Let's make a sandwich.
Yeah. So let's take a bun here.
These are fancy buns.
These are ciabatta buns.
Ooh, they're toasted too. Did you do that, or do they come like
grill.
that? Nice, nice.
So let's give me a little.
I was going to say, I
didn't
want to use the same.
Top and bottom here.
Top and bottom, okay.
Please, por favor.
I probably
now, as you're doing this, I'm going to just give this meat a little lime juice here.
Oh, okay.
Just to kind of reinforce some flavor.
Now, what is the main purpose of that? Yeah, I know you just mentioned reinforce the flavor.
Yeah.
Kind of, what is that?
That's all it is.
Gotcha, okay.
And then I'm going to give it a little coarse salt, again, to just kind of enliven that roast up a little bit. Just
Makes sense.
Little bit, though, okay? Because, we're kind of getting that flavor in on the inside. Okay, but it's beautiful color
so
too.
Beautiful.
All right, so then we're going to load these guys up, and I'll load yours for you.
Thank you, appreciate that.
And whether you slice the meat ahead of time and then have it in some kind of a pan and then have all these little goodies around, that's up to you. Or you could build the sandwiches ahead of time. You can serve this hot or cold. Either way, it doesn't really matter.
Would be better for me,
actually, it's tremendous gold.
Oh wow!
Okay, it really is. It really is. Okay, so now we're going to put a little arugula, or let's go tomato.
Okay, I might skip the tomato if that's okay. Just my personal preference.
All right, and we'll go a little arugula because that's going to be a little spicy.
I love
and
arugula.
peppery. Okay.
Now that I can do. Exactly.
All right, and then how you cut is up to you, but I'm going to go corner to corner.
I was just going to put the whole sandwich up like an animal.
And you can go like an animal too.
I'll go corner to corner. We'll be fancy today.
All right. But yeah, good. Now you're letting the knife cut. Don't try to push it through. Just let the knife cut through it. There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Look at that.
So yeah, when you try to push it through, you're smushing it down.
Right.
All right. You ready?
Yes.
Ooh, look at that.
There we go. Closer. There we go. All right. And. That's just as good as I thought it was going to be.
You're missing out on the tomato, though.
I'm sorry. Next time.
Okay.
I'll man up to the tomato next time. This is awesome. And I know you mentioned how many people it can feed, but I feel like I would just eat that whole thing by myself.
You could. So if that's the case, you have a family do 3 or 4.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. There we go. Love that. All right. We are going to keep checking back in here with Cashway Distributing, but for right now, we're cooking with Cashway on North Dakota today.